What up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nightly Notions and welcome back to the Black Mill TV channel. Listen. This thing is getting deep. The rabbit hole goes deeper on the Fresh and Fit saga. You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title, guys. Let's get into it today. Fresh and Fit exposed as frauds by Quinn. Fitness. Oh, this is going to be deep. Okay, family. So listen, this is a madness, right? This is a madness. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my screen. So you know about Fresh and Fit, guys, the guys who are meant to be the self-help gurus for young men who were trying to get themselves into a better position and level up, as some guys would call it, or some people would call it. And hold on, I'm just sharing my screen. And so let me pull this over here to the side first. And let me just introduce you guys to what we're talking about tonight. So Quinn, Fresh and Fit, namely Myron Gaines, one half of Fresh and Fit, again, who are meant to be self-help gurus, newly come to the sphere, the manosphere scene arena, who have shot to fame in the last 5 months at incredible speed because they've been putting in that work. I'm not going to lie, their podcast, they set up the studio, everything looks legit, right above board, and I don't see another podcast on the YouTube space that is actually hitting that level and consistently every single night. So I've got to give my shout outs to them and my props to them in terms of doing the work. But we're not here to talk about that right now, because that work and hard work that they've put in is about to be overshadowed. I hope not. But let's be real now. What seems to be taking place and what seems to be happening down that rabbit hole seems to be a flawless victory, in my opinion.
Flawless victory.
Because it highlights the hypocrisy and exposes the nature of these two gentlemen behind the scenes, what they've done, who they've done it to. And this is a warning out there and a teachable moment for everybody, because especially the men in the community and in the manosphere, and those who are not even in the manosphere, just men generally. Because when you don't have no moral standards and principles in order to build and establish yourself on, let me take this banner off. If you don't have no moral standards and principles, discipline, let me take that back. Let me put it this way. If you do not have no principles which are aimed at establishing leadership qualities and a higher sense of communal cohesion through shared values, if you don't have those moral standards and discipline, and there's more to grow, to build upon, so that you can manifest your best life, your best version of yourself, as well as in your community. If you don't establish that in your way of life, in your community, then your community is going to fail, just like we see in our community right now. So in this video, we're talking about Fresh and Fit, and we're talking about Quinn and what's taking place between the two of them. We're going to get into it. I'm going to pull up the video right now, and we're going to play the video. It's about 11 minutes. So let's get into it, and let's see what is really taking place. Because as a man, as a father, as a brother, I've got to stand up and take accountability for the men in my community which say they're from our community, which try to represent our community and put us in the wrong light. Well, not no more. There's a platform now where we are able to voice our opinion and say that we don't want to be part of that, or say that that is not the right behavior and call out the wrong behavior when we see it. So let's get into it. Let's play the video.
Quinn, I just wanted to take a minute to make a quick video about the whole Fresh and Fit situation, just give you guys an update. And also, I never really made a video to explain what happened and share the truth and the facts on my own page. So I want to make this quick. I want to make it clear so you have all the evidence in front of you. And I just want to share what's going on, because this is someone who claims to be a male self-improvement podcast, the top, the best, and they have over 400,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I didn't know until I looked into. And they are creating a culture of hateful, mean, I'm not going to continue commenting, but just they're creating a disgusting culture of men who treat women like crap. And so I'm taking...
Got him! Got him!
Let me scooch over so when I edit it can be here. Basically, Myron reached out to me. He is half of Fresh and Fit. I think he's fresh, but I don't think he's fresh. I think his name is Fresh on the podcast. But he reached out to me and wanted to do a podcast, or wanted me to collaborate with him for his show. At the time, I don't know what his following is now, but he had like 10,000 followers on Instagram. I have had at that time around like 42,000, 40,000, something like that. And so I didn't respond to the DM, to be honest. Then one of my friends, who I'm going to leave anonymous right now, just because I haven't discussed with him whether or not I can share his identity, told me, hey, one of my boys reached out to you, wants to film some content with you. He has a really popular channel, so you should do it. So I actually responded to the DM and I was like, hey, what's up? He said, let's do a collab. I was like, okay, cool. I was actually planning a trip to Miami. So I told him, like, this is what I'm going to be in Miami. I wasn't going to pay to come out to be on his show. And I hadn't even looked into his show. I just kind of went off of the friend's recommendation. So Myron.
Hold up. Let's go back into this a second, because she's pulling up receipts. She is pulling up receipts. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh my gosh. Myron, Fresh and Fit podcast. What have you done? Shout out to Aber and Priest. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Shout out, of course, to Anna Quinn, because, bruh.
I said, bitch, who raised you?
What is going on? First of all, you sending text messages like, okay, like you and this woman are in some sort of relationship. I don't understand. Let's just break this down. Let's just read the text, because this is moving quick. So Myron messages this woman, right? He says, my name is Myron Gaines from Miami. And the friend messages her and says, his name is Myron Gaines from Miami, and his YouTube channel / podcast has exploded in growth recently. He puts the link in the chat, in the conversation. And then he goes on to say, just wanted to make sure you were cool with it. He's a really nice guy, even with his wild content. Because the Fresh and Fit podcast, they do have some wild content, with the women coming on there, talking in a certain way. Brothers, people getting Frank Castled, and, Fresh or Fit be acting like.
What did you say, nigga?
Especially when the females be talking out the side of their mouth. They be
I'm you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I made a rubber so that anything you say is ricocheting off of me.
And he just be like, no, I don't want to hear it, right? So, of course, the friend then messages her and tells her, yeah, it's cool. She messages back. That's her in the blue. She says, yeah, definitely. Thank you. I'll shoot him a message. I don't know if you guys can see it. I hope you can. I can't make it any bigger, I think. But I'll just read it to you anyway, so you can have a look for yourself, right? I've put the link in the chat and description, down below, of all the videos that I'm covering, right? So you can see it yourself, right? And of course, her channel, if you want to subscribe to what she does. She's a fitness coach. But yeah, so the friend says, let me know how it goes. I'll actually make the intro for you, and I want it via DM or text, right? So what is the next message?
I can share his identity. Told me, hey, one of my boys reached out to you, wants to film some content with you. He has a really popular channel, so you should do it. So I actually responded to the DM and I was like, hey, what's up? He said, let's do a collab.
So let's pause that right there. He says, yo, what's up? We should do a collab. Hey, sure. That's what she says. What you got in mind? Smiley face. He said, interested in the YouTube collab in Miami. Okay, now let's pull up right here. At this point, the conversation is fine, because right now we're talking about having a collab. Now, as a fellow YouTube content creator, the whole purpose of YouTube is to create content with other fellow content creators. That way we get to cross-work our subscribership. But what we have, especially in this community among the men, is this competition mindset, not understanding the true value and the true scope of YouTube and how it can be utilized on both parties to benefit both parties. Instead, is this there can only be one mentality, this Highlander mentality, because men haven't been given the appropriate structural values and principles to give them the right mindset in order to give them the right behavior so that they can change the culture with shared learned values and standards which generate behavior and generate understanding and experience, which lead them out of the 4 P's of masculinity, the root foundation, to a surface level masculine man who now has to learn the principles of duty, honor, respect, accountability, dependability, discipline, integrity, protection, problem solving, procreation appropriately with the right woman, discipline, so that he can then move into the space of being a core level masculine man once he's mastered those things and are able to apply them in any given situation, time, or environment. And then we can move on to the highest level that you see there, spiritual level masculinity. But I'm not going to speak about that today. That's too high level. So right now, this moment in time, fresh, Myron Gaines is speaking to this woman about business. Let's get it right. Business, a collaboration. So let's see what happens and how this takes a turn left.
I was like, okay, cool. I was actually planning a trip to Miami, so I told him, like, this is what I'm going to be in Miami. I wasn't going to pay to come out to be on his show, and I hadn't even looked into his show. I just kind of went off of the friend's recommendation. So Myron and I went back and forth. I'm just going to pull up the text so I don't say anything that's not true. He asked me when as soon as I was home.
Excuse me. So he's asking, they're sorting out logistics. He's asking her when you're going to be coming out, etc.
The answer is, I told him that I was planning on being there Friday. He said he wasn't going to be available then. And then he asked me a relationship question. For some reason, I did not see that or that part of the message, or I was busy or whatever. So I said, do you want to make it happen, or should I plan for next week? And he said it'd have to be next week. So we're just discussing logistics. I answered his question, said, I'm not dating anyone right now. Dated someone a couple months last year, but before that I was single.
Okay, so I know where this is going. Let me just pause it for a second so we can read it, right? So we can get slow motion. So they're discussing logistics. And the second message here, she says, would early next week work like Monday or Tuesday? He said, that would be tough, but you didn't answer the relationship question, LOL. She says, oh, I'm so sorry. That message actually didn't load until just now for some reason. So she answers it, I am single. She also goes on to say, I'm actually not dating anyone either right now. I dated someone because obviously single, meaning you're not married. Then she further stresses that I'm not actually dating someone either right now. I dated someone a couple of months last year. And before that, I was single for about 2 years. But I love that topic because, of course, on the Myron Fresh and Fit show, they talk about relationship and dating, right? And they're supposed to be allegedly giving you dating advice to allow you to be more, how do I put it? Suave with the ladies. Yeah, a bit more va-va-voom with the ladies, right? That's what they're trying to do. So he then says, Myron, all right, cool, I'm up. Okay, no, let's see what he says.
And I love talking on that topic. He said, okay, cool, I'm up for that. I'm not going to do anything platonic with you, just being honest. And I thought he was reaching out for a collaboration because we're both well known in the fitness industry. And, you know, my Instagram following is large. I still know he had a 400, you know, him and his partner have a $400,000 subscriber YouTube page. But I have been approached about collaborations before. And so since I was going to be out there, down to do it. So when he said, I'm not trying to do anything platonic with you, it was completely left field for me because I was only thinking we were going to do some kind of fitness related content collab. And he said, no problem. I collab directly with girls I date. No pressure though. And I was like, so if we aren't dating, you don't want to collab?
Oh, whoa. Pull up. What did he just say?
What did you say, nigga?
Oh my Lord, this brother just messaged this woman and he's just propositioned this woman. He's just propositioned this woman in the most simp, nerdish, non-alpha male way you can possibly think of.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You can possibly think of.
Y'all niggas are stupid, bro.
Like, this is the problem. This is the problem. This brother is trying to teach alpha. This brother is trying to be a male-focused empowerment coach, and then he's trying to teach men how to get girls, but he's sliding up in the DMs of a woman who he's saying he wants to collaborate with on a business level, and then throwing his business at her, and then he says, "Oh, well, I don't." What did he say? Let me pull it up because I don't want to say the wrong thing. He says, "What? Just be honest. No problem. I collab directly with girls I date. No pressure." So now you're trying to say basically, oh my gosh, this brother is like those spicy directors, yeah, on the casting couch. When the girl comes to back in the day, you used to hear about it when they come to, get into the spicy industry and they get in and the director will be like, yeah, you got to do something with me first. And you can just imagine the CD music in the studio room. And the woman just be in her head like, no, God! Right? The women just be in their head like, no, right? And the moment, listen, some women, they were smart. They just got out of there real quick. The director be like,
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Nah. That's terrible. That's terrible. Family, no, that's terrible. This is what I'm saying about not having the right standards, principles, morals, and values. You're not an alpha male. You're not no core level masculine man. You're still a surface level masculine man. You don't even know the rules, standards, and procedures in order to engage a woman on a business level, cut it dead, and then approach her on a personal sexual level. But even then, you shouldn't be mixing business with pleasure. Gentlemen, what is wrong with you? You don't do where you eat. You don't do where you sleep. And you certainly do not do where you work. Again, standards and principles, morals and values that need to be instituted in brothers because they ain't got no damn sense. Like what?
Because I don't blame the girls for the way that they act. Yeah. I blame you motherfuckers.
How are you going into the girl's DM, sliding there talking about you want to do a collab, and then the moment she says yeah, you slide up in there talking about yeah, but I only smash the girls I collab with? What kind of weak male maneuver is that? That's a weak game, family. Let me just tell you straight off the gate. From a man that's been there, done that, wrote the book. No. That's a weak game. Surface level masculine male operates on rules-based guidance instead of rules or instructions. This brother ain't even gotten to this level yet. He's not even gone to this level yet. If that's the gameplay he's reaching out, because he's still at the 4 Ps. Well, if I can provide the money, under perfection and provision, then I get to procreate. That's the alpha males you don't want to be, rather than being core level masculine men with moral standards, principles, and discipline. The backhand you with that. Double backhand. Shame on you. Let's get back into it, man. Let's see what he says.
Because he's never even asked me on a date at this point. So I was.
You even asked her on a date, and this goes into the conversation when he talks about I'm not paying for no date. Let me tell you something right now, gentlemen. The peace leave ain't free. You're either gonna pay with time, you're either gonna pay with resource, you're either gonna pay with money. If not all three. What your job is supposed to do is mitigate that based on what? Personality. Based on what? Morals, integrity, and masculinity. Based on what? The ability to be socially calibrated to have a conversation. and then you running out here talking about the women are ratchet, bruh. I'm from the UK. The women, bro, I live in the UK, but I'm an African, and African men don't have this problem over in Africa, bruh. Let me tell you guys straight up, because all my brothers over in the West in the diaspora be running away from Africa. But guess what we got over there? Guess what we got over there? Core masculine men. Guess what we got over there? Young surface level masculine men who are surrounded by what? Moral standards, principles, and discipline, which are surrounded by what? And ingrained in what? A culture that is learned, shared rules and standards for generating behavior and understanding experience through a shared lens. Not because we have a history of victimhood or slavery or this, that, and the other. We were colonized too in Africa. We went through slavery in Africa. You descend from us. But you don't want to go back to your roots and go back to your culture that establishes morals, values, principles, and discipline. And this is why you got your women running around the place running you. Because you're not in your masculine frame, you're in your feminine frame, and they're in their masculine frame. But they can't be in a masculine frame because women are not they're the transmitters of culture, but they get that culture from you, the man who stands in the principles of truth, integrity, accountability, duty, honor, respect, dependency, and moving on into an interdependent and abundant mindset with a group economic action and strategy that produces prosperity, legacy for your family and for the society. Let's get back into it, man. He didn't even ask her on a date, mind you. He hasn't even asked her on a date. So he says no. So she says, so let her say it.
He said, no, don't mean to be an a-hole, but we have plenty of women in Miami. And I said, well, same, we have plenty of men here in California, so why would I fly to Miami to date someone who I know nothing about?
Duh. Checkmate. Uh-oh, where's Kevin Samuels? Like, how you gonna pull up to a chick who's in California, got her own business, is a fitness coach, has her own influencer stuff, but because you feel that you are so high and you got so much clout and your channel has grown to such a high level, you feel that you can come with that male chauvinistic bravado. That's chauvinism. That's not alpha male. That's a pretense.
I said, bitch, who raised you?
That's choosing to do things the easy way rather than choosing to do things the hard way by learning the moral standards and principles and injecting them into your mindset.
I see you choosing the hard way.
Yeah, I'm choosing the hard way because the hard way is the long way. The long way is the right way. The right way is conducive to the growth. Excuse me, wrong slide. It's conducive to the growth, to the mindset, and the culture of our family going forward. We have a high rate of single parent households in the diaspora right now. Divorce rates are through the roof. Men are going their own way. Young women are acting more ratchet and more HOE as the days go by. Body positivity is going mad, turning people obese and thinking that that's healthy. When it's not, because you're not going to be able to procreate and you're going to give yourself hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, and God knows what else is good money for the pharmaceuticals. And all the while, Zaddy sitting there laughing at you like,
Gotcha, bitch.
Laughing at you like, right? And then now you've got this. When men have the opportunity to have a platform, to have a voice, your lack of discipline allows you, lack of morals, lack of integrity, lack of ethics. Shout out to Kevin Samuels on a dime. Men being about dime. Discipline, integrity, morals, and ethics. That's what I'm preaching over here. That's what I'm speaking over here. Ties right in with Kevin Samuels. You may not be a high value man yet, gentlemen, in the financial component that Kevin Samuels speaks about, or the networking, or the earnings, but you can start being a high value man now through the moral standards and principles, ethics, LSG mindset. and not behave in this fashion?
Attractive women are common. High value men are not. I'm not going to comment on that yet. No hard feelings though. I said you haven't proven to me that you're a high value man, and actually, I know quite a few high value men. I'm not just an attractive woman. I'm an entrepreneur with a 6-figure business and a high profile of assets. I'm nothing but confident. Nothing but.
Touche.
Comment. I meant to say I'm anything but comment. No hard feelings and a smiley face. So then I screenshotted our conversation, locked out his name, and I posted on my story because I was shocked at this point that someone would use their business, their show, to try to get women, and they think that would work. And I was also shocked that he said that attractive women are common and high value men are not, when it's just like he dismissed me as an attractive woman, but not high value man, or not a high value woman. And I don't know anything about this guy, so for him to tell me that he's this high value man when you're having to use your show to get women, high value men don't have to use their show and clout to get women, for the record. Anyway, I posted it anonymously and I said, high value men don't talk the way that you did. I have 75 people on my story. I posted a poll and I was like, am I tripping or is this crazy? I forget exactly what I said, but I had so many people voting. Oh my gosh, like this is insane. And so I said, I have 75 people on my story who voted. I can't believe what you said. The comments are insane. Not one person has your side or thinks your approach is appropriate. You're tripping. And I was using emoji faces laughing. I said, maybe you should have me on your podcast so I can teach you how to talk to women.
You are really dumb, for real.
The screenshots that I sent and said, I'm just being honest and stand by it. I'm not collaborating with you unless we have sex. You have had sex with a bunch of dudes I know and aren't special.
Y'all niggas are stupid, bro. Like,
going through all that effort with a poll, etc. Go ahead and screenshot the conversation of Clout Chase. I don't care what 75 Simps said in your story to White Knight. The difference is I say what I want and don't care what you think they do.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to be real with you ladies as a man, and I'm going to be real with you men out there. If you're a fan of Fresh and Fit, no offense, this is what I'm saying, but Fresh is butthurt. Fresh is blatantly butthurt. Yeah, he rolled up. It's like he rolled up on the dude, tried to chat some ish, and he got banged in the mouth.
Stupid.
He rolled up on this female thinking that, oh, well, I'm a high value man. I've got the P, I've got the money, I've got the clout, I've got everything. And then he moved to her using his business. Fail.
Stop it. Get some help.
Nah, that's a fail in my book. You don't lead with your wallet, gentlemen. You never lead with your wallet. If you want a woman to genuinely like you, if you want a woman to genuinely be interested in you, then, gentlemen, you have to grab yourself by the balls and be of an interesting character. You must have something about you. And the first thing you must have about you, the gentlemen, is moral standards and principles. Why? Because when you stay in that frame, when you understand what truth means, when you understand what honor means, when you understand what integrity means, when you understand what discipline means, when you understand what accountability means, dependability, when you understand what these words mean, they turn into an action. They turn into a framework. They turn into a mindset, and then they govern your behavior to stop you from doing crazy ass ish like this.
Oh my God!
Seriously, like, what is going on? The way Myron moves into her inbox, there's no reason. There's no wonder the woman's running to him like.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Nah, man, this shame on him, man. Shame. Shame on him. How is he going to use his business in order to try to get this woman? He used a collaboration. She's thinking it's a collaboration, and then you're going to try slide into her DMs on a fly and shoot your shot. No, gentlemen, that's not how you shoot your shot. That's weak, low level. That's not even beta play. That's a delta play, simp play, sigma play, whatever you want to call it. That's not even on the spectrum of the tree of masculinity. In the cultural mindset and framework and principles. He has much to learn.
You still have.
But and the thing is, Myron is very astute and he's very studious. But this behavior was
I
stupid.
think the problem with people like this is that they are so stupid that they have no idea how stupid they are. You see, if you're very, very stupid, how can you possibly realize that you're very, very stupid?
Big shout out to John Cleese on that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's this type of behavior that I can't stand.
What I do hate is stupid niggas.
Because you slide in the woman's DMs like you got clout, you got popularity, you're building your platform right now. Why do you need to go and smash this woman? Why do you even need to go and do that in her DMs? And then when she turns you down, you get butthurt. And instead of taking it like a real man, you act into your feelings and become effeminate and petty. And start throwing your clout around and throwing your weight around, talking about I only smash girls I collaborate with. What? Who does that? Who does that? Like, bruh.
I said, bitch, who raised you?
Well, let's play out the rest of it, see if there's any more.
So at this point, this is where Myron lied and told everyone that I started threatening him.
And she blurted out my name. And then she sent me a DM saying, like, you should probably rethink how you talk to women, blah, 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 trying to shame me and say, like, I can expose you. She's like, I'll expose you. I was like, do it, bitch. Like, go ahead. Like,
I started threatening his business and threatening to expose him.
Yeah. And she made threats like, oh, I'm gonna, like, I'll make you look bad. It'll be bad for your business. I said, do it. I'll share. I'll help you. You know what I'm saying?
None of this happened. You can see in the DMs that was just a blatant lie.
I was like, we're gonna smash. She didn't like that. She tried to be like, oh, well, that's your asshole move. Okay, you want me to lie to you and then like try to be on this bullshit?
Another blatant lie from Myron. I defended myself, told him I haven't slept with a bunch of guys. I said that he is a terrible representation of his podcast and his business, and that I would be happy to put him on blast. I told him he has an opportunity to influence men and make a positive impact, and the example he's setting is trash. I pity any woman who falls for this stupid scheme.
On that note right there, ladies and gentlemen, she is 100% correct. Ding, 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 ding. Myron's behavior was absolutely
Y'all are trash.
Let's get back into it.
To fly out to see you and sleep with you for a week promo on your YouTube channel. And then he said, all you'll do is cement my reputation, blah, blah, blah. You don't like it. That's not my poem. Unfortunately, I am who I am. I don't have to worry about an image. And that's the end of the conversation. Well, there was like one more response. And I said, unless you were there, you don't know anything about the men that I've been with. Unfortunately for women everywhere, you are who you say you are, and that's pathetic. And then I blocked him. So a couple things. Myron has been lying to everyone, saying, one, I was threatening to expose him, threatening to ruin his business. Obviously, you can see from the proof that's not true. A lot of his following is under the impression that I was trying to get on his show or asking to be on his show. Again, you can see from the screenshots, that's not the truth. I didn't even know anything about his show, which again, that's a lesson I learned. Don't agree to come on a show unless you actually research the show. I was just going off of a mutual friend's recommendation because that's a pretty good friend. But and he felt terrible about it and apologized once he saw. But the reason why I'm speaking about it now, and I wanted to make a video then and explain what was going on, but I decided to just not give any more attention to it. But I'm making a video about it now because I'm getting harassed and bullied daily by his following and by his people. Myron told the guys on the podcast told everyone to put my Instagram handle in their bio or in their little messenger. I don't know how YouTube videos work like that.
There's stuff. And then she blocked me because she was like, oh, okay, this dude, I can't hurt him by trying to embarrass him. Like, what's her Instagram again?
Yo, look at his face. Before we even get into this thing, look at Myron's face. He looks so butthurt. He's trying to cover up the situation by thinking I'm going to expose it first because then that way she doesn't have nothing on me. Like, really, bro? That's the weakest play ever, bro. And then watch what this other clown goes and does. Right, this clown sitting right next to him. Watch this. Watch this.
Something like Quinn Fitness.
So let me get this right. She put his name. She put him anonymous. She put the post up anonymously, scratched his name out and his face out. Right. He then goes on his podcast, tries to blast her, and then exposes her name as the person who put him on blast. Like, how you gonna slip up yourself on that one, bro? like what?
Nani?
Are you serious, bro? Are you serious? You wouldn't put her on blast, and then on top of that, the other clown sitting right next to him, what does he do?
See, I want to roast her. She wanted to smoke. Okay. Now you got to deal with that. Now you got to get embarrassed and look stupid.
So you went and put her Instagram handle into the chat, even after she turned you down, and then you're telling people to. Oh my God, he's telling. Listen. Oh wow, this is deep. You think you got her?
Gotcha, bitch.
He thinks he got her, but really she got him. Oh,
y'all niggas are stupid, bro. Like
what the frig, bruh? This clown put her IG into the chat, and they told men to go and clown her.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
When in real fact they're the clowns, because that's totally backfired on her. This is deep. This is heavy.
All this other shit.
Someone put her Instagram in the chat.
Can we do that Instagram real quick?
It might have been me.
He said it might have been him, as if to say like he's just done something spectacular.
Damn!
Like what an absolute pleb.
Oh my God!
Yo, that is an own goal. That's like Sexy Chocolate from Coming to America. Like, he thought he did a mic drop. He's like, oh, I put him in the chat. Oh, that must be somebody that did it. And that shows you the immaturity and the age. Dealing with frat boys trying to expose the women when you have a business. And the message is she has receipts to confirm that you acted untoward. That could be listen, that's straight up sexual exploitation. Because if you're trying to tell a woman to come over to your filming studio and she can only get on unless she gives you some peace leave, bruh, what are you doing? And then you got receipts of that. You're oh man. Lack of moral standards, principles, and ethics.
Shame. Shame.
Let's finish out the video, man.
I don't even want to give her that. I thought they were person. You know what?
They put my Instagram on their show so that people could go mess with me, and they told the lies about what they're claiming happened, and that is not the truth. So not only is this guy lying to everyone, but he's claiming to be a male self-improvement expert and the leading show for male self-improvement. But the culture that he is raising is gross and disgusting. These are bullies. I get at least 5 messages a day of people telling me I'm a whore, telling me to go kill myself, people commenting on my pregnancy announcement video, telling me I've been sleeping around, this awful comments. And here's the thing. Nobody knows not a lot of people, only the people close to me know the real situation of what's going on with me and the father of this child. But the truth is, I can't talk about it because I've been threatened. My safety has been threatened. I was threatened, and I've been talking to a lawyer, and I'm not able to discuss the details of that. So right now, I just have to leave it kind of plain and generic, and I'm fine with that. But me receiving all of this harassment and bullying and all of these comments, it's heavy, and I'm tired of it, and I'm not going to keep receiving it without taking a stand for myself. So that's why I'm making this video, because anyone who's following him needs to know the truth. You need to unsubscribe from his channels, because this is not someone who will help a man improve himself. This is someone who will help a man dig himself into a hole, and his culture speaks for itself. Look at the comments I've been receiving. This is what he has bred. This is the tribe that he has created and raised up. And it's disgusting. It's shameful. He should be embarrassed. He should be apologizing that his following and that he has impressed upon these people that this type of behavior is okay. But he's not going to, because he's not man enough. So we have a liar, we have a bully, and that's what he's creating. He's creating ignorant bullies who are coming after someone they don't know without knowing all of the facts and the information. And that's why I'm speaking up and speaking out against it. So hopefully this wasn't too long or too boring. I just had to get all the information out. So hopefully y'all will stop watching their dang show and unsubscribe and share this video because so people need to know. And also women who agree to be on this show need to know the truth behind what's going on. And also, Myron said that you can't come on. People can't come on the show unless they sleep with them. I can't come on the show unless
Okay, I'm just being honest and stand by it. I'm not collaborating with you unless we F. You have F'd a bunch of dudes I know and aren't special. You could have just said no and keep it moving, but you are clearly in your feelings going through all that stuff. Listen, Myron's one of his feelings. I'm stopping the video right there, man, because that's disgusting, ladies. That's disgusting. That's not male behavior. That's not becoming of a core masculine man. That's detrimental to the black male image, which is already being put in the gutter by other people. It's now time for us to raise it up. And the only way we can raise that up, gentlemen, is by establishing new morals, values, and principles. We walked away from the Bible. We've walked away from the whole topology. We've walked away from everything else. Money is not the value system and cultural values going forward. It is a byproduct of the invention and creations that we make. Individualism is not a culture going forward in a mindset that's going to be conducive to our community. Coming from a spiritual background, coming from a scriptural background, we've come up with love plus support equals growth. The equation cannot fail. But what Myron and Fresh have done in Fresh and Fit is that they failed their fans. While their fans showed them love and showed them monetary support through monetary gains, subscribing to the channel, sharing the videos, they've got the growth. But they stopped showing the love to the people that they were working with. They stopped showing the love to the people that they were connecting with. They stopped showing the love to their community. Sorry, they stopped showing the love because they changed their behavior. Excuse me. They didn't show support for the community by standing on the square of the morals and principles of the things they teach. They didn't show the love because they were scamming their followers from the very get-go. Because they are not high-value men. They are not the player pimp guys. They are not the guys that are supposed to be teaching you the right values. What they're teaching you is fine for dating, but dating leads you to what? Especially considering the state that you're in and the rules and regulations in the Western society that you're in. What is that? What? Yo. Nah, man. No dignity, fellas. You need to walk around with dignity. What is that? True honor, nobleness, or elevation of your mind, high sense of propriety, truth, and justice with a abhorrence, with a hatred, a dislike for meanness, unlawful actions. What Fresh displayed in that was, I'm sorry to say, was not good. Not good. And I'll say, I'll pull it up. I ain't going to play that game. I'm a man on this platform. I'm not having no man speak to my daughter like that, trying to slide and take advantage of her because you think she's not intelligent enough to understand. That's a weak, low-level play, man. Weak. And this is why you have to teach your sons to be able to have these standards so that they don't become these men. That's why you teach your daughters these are the standards you're supposed to be looking for in a man so that they don't be taken advantage by these types of men. Because these types of men are always trying to make things hard for everyone else.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Lying.
It's over 9,000!
Man. The shame of it, man. The shame.
Shame. Shame.
I can only hope that they can come back from this, but the rabbit hole seems to be getting deep. I've got another message with another email with another video, so I'm going to do that one as well, right? It gets deep. These brothers still have much to learn.
You still have.
And so do you, brothers. But we here on this platform on Blackmail TV, we set up the Patreon. We're going to be putting the course on the Patreon. So if you want to be part of the course, understand how to have morals, values, and principles from a place of sound doctrine. to guide you in your life and guide you in the future going forward so you can make the right decisions, whether it's for marriage or whether it's for yourself. Gentlemen, it's time to take hold of yourself, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
And stop looking for these quick fix brothers who are charging you through the roof. I'm not even charging you that much. He's charging you $1,000 an hour. What? Why? To help you be a man? Nah, family. Let's stop that, yeah? Because, yo, if that brother messaged my daughter like that, I'll be moving to him like,
surprise, motherfucker.
That's how I'll be moving to him. Now I got 2 beautiful girls. Ain't nobody got time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But anyway, yo, it's listen, I don't know what to say, man. Well, I know what to say. I've said enough. 45 minutes in. Family, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the show. If anything, guys, you like the show, you like the content, you like the discussion, hit that like button. What's wrong with you? Let's get the algorithm up. If you didn't like the show, hit the thumbs down. What's wrong with you? Eat too. And for my ninja watcher out there, Sonia, I know who you are. Don't worry. I see you. And for the other ninja watcher on the other side, don't worry. I see you too. But with that, family, listen. Gentlemen, don't be stupid.
Y'all niggas are stupid, bro. Like,
don't do it. Get some morals, values, principles. Be a dime. As Kevin will say, shout out to Kevin. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out to Anna Quinn for exposing it and being bold enough, being astute enough as a businesswoman. You know, she withheld it. She was anonymous. But Myron, being in his feelings, clearly, and being immature, exposed the situation. And now the chips lie where they lie. I hope you guys ain't sitting there feeling butthurt. Because on this occasion, you did it to yourself. Peace. I'm out.
Got him. Got him.